Greetings, math people. Today we will be talking about inequalities, going through the basics, the fundamentals, up to the maybe grade 6 stuff. So starting off with inequalities, there's the four main symbols, the four symbols you can possibly get. You can get the greater than, the greater or equal than, the less or equal than, or the less than. But they normally get muddled up quite easily, but the way I remember them is depending on which way the arrow goes. So this one is greater than because the arrow is pointing that way and going up. But this one is less than because the arrow is pointing this way and going down. This is quite, the reason we need to know this is mainly for the algebraic things, because if x is less than 3, we know that x is below 3. Pretty much it. So yes, this is the basic signs of the inequalities. The next bit we will do is solving some inequalities. So if we just have a quick thing of 6x plus 3 is less than or equal to 7, 1, 7x plus 4. Now, I presume we know how to balance equations. If not, I'll put a video up. So essentially, we're just balancing equations to solve the question. So the question reads, 6x plus 3 is less than or equal to 7x plus 4. This is quite simple, it just gets a bit confusing sometimes. So if we do our lines down, and we try to collect like terms on one side. So we get the smaller of the x's, which would be 6x, so we minus 6x from both sides, which leaves us with plus 3 is greater than or less than x plus 4. So then if we try to collect all of our integers on one side, we will get rid of the plus 4. So the way we do that is we take away the 4, take 4, so minus 1. So then we're left with our final equation of minus 1 is less than or equal to x. Now, typically you won't just be left with that, you'll be asked to put it on a number line. So I will be talking about that in the next part of the video. Right, so the next part of the video we'll be talking about is plotting inequalities on a number line. Again, this is fairly simple, just as long as you know what you're doing. So the way we do it is we use circles to identify this number. So the two types of circles we're going to be using is either a circle left empty or a filled in circle. This helps determine what type of inequality it is. So if it is a circle with nothing filled in, it's just either less than or greater than. But if it's a circle that's filled in, it's equal to, so less than or equal to 4, for example, or greater than or equal to 4. So if we go over here and identify, we have got less than or equal to. So what we'll do is we shall use our filled in one because it is equal to. So we go over to our integer, which is minus 1, which is over here, and we do a filled in circle on our minus 1. And then we know that it is going greater than, because the way the arrow is pointing. So what we do is we draw a little line going up like this. So essentially that is it. So some key points on inequalities. There's the 4 signs: less than, equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. You can identify which one is which based on which way the arrow is going. To solve inequalities, you do the basic balancing method, and then plotting it on the thing. You've got your two types of circles which you use, your filled in or your unfilled in. Your filled in one is for if it's equal to, and your unfilled in one is if it's greater than or less than. And then you plot your circle on where your integer is, and then you always have an arrow going off in a direction depending on which way the sign is facing. But there's also another type of inequality number line which you could do which is 4. Now another one you can have is you've got a number in between here. So we've got minus 1 is oh sorry, that's less than. Sorry. That's not greater than. is we have got -1 is greater than or equal to, is -1 is greater than or less than 4. Now on our number line, what we'll do is we have got our current one going this way, then we find 4. So we go over here, we do a unfilled in circle because it is just less than, and then what we do is we connect up our dots. So then we know somewhere on our number line, our number is less than 4 or greater than or equal to -1. I hope this helped. Inequalities aren't that difficult, especially in the lower levels like foundation. They can get a bit trickier, but not exponentially trickier. You just have to know what you're doing. So that's it for the video. Keep up your grades, keep up the revision, grade 9 inbound. Good luck, people.